Hello, and welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. We have two mezcal brands. Here they are. We have Lajita from 1989. It says on the thing, introduced in 1989. So I would figure the producer must know when it was produced. Then we have 400 bunny rabbits, 400 Conejos, Joven, young. This one, the Lajita is Reposado. It's aged a little bit, rested a little bit in oak barrels. All right, so the Lajita, I bought this at Total Wine and More. It was $19.99, and now the price is like $10 more, but I got it before the inflation. Thank you, the JB, for the inflation, to my JB inflation. Now, but I did buy it at Total Wine and More, and it was $19.99. But like I say, if you go there now, it's going to be like $29.99. So you may as well jump on the prices when you see them. Lajita from Liquors Vera Cruz. Vera Cruz Liquor Company from obviously Veracruz, True Cross, Mexico, on the Gulf Coast, just like I'm close to the Gulf Coast. I'm 6 miles from the closest beach. It says the Mezcal Masters, the Spirits Business Gold 2018. Well, that's a while back, but the bottle's from a while back. I didn't buy this recently. Mezcal Artisanal, originally from Oaxaca, Lajita Reposado, and it says Angustifolia. That's the type of agave. Agave Angustifolia. Now, if you look at the website today, it's saying it's Espadin agave. They must have changed it, but I got it when it was using a different agave. 100% agave, number of origin Mexico, F22D, F22D, D as in Derek, Jipe Tech, God of Spring and Renewal, protected designation of Oregon, product of Mexico, con gusano. It has the worm in it, yeah, and there is the caterpillar floating in there. Yeah, kind of gross, right? Okay. And there's a whole essay on the back. Mezcal, considered by many people as the most representative of the Mexican distilled drinks, has its origin in 17th century. This product is 100% natural, and it's possible that a slight sediment or deposit may form, which is perfectly normal. Yeah, and it's in there, and I hope it's normal. Imported and distributed by Mexcor Incorporated, Railroad Drive, Houston, Texas. And you can look up Mexcor, Railroad Drive, Houston, Texas, and they'll talk about all the stuff they import. So there's a booklet, like literally a booklet about mezcal, just like you get with the Sazerac owned. Sazerac has their own mezcal. Well, they have a number of them, but their mainline mezcal is called Monte Alban, and they have a booklet also with like you can read about on and on. Mezcal grows in dry and poor land and needs between 7 and 13 years to reach its ripening point. When the moment comes, comma, the leaves, ... Okay, so then there's a bunch of mixed drinks you can make with this. Oaxaca Sunrise. Another Oaxaca Sunrise. Oh, we got English and Spanish. I'm sorry. The Mitla. The Mi Vida. And so forth. It goes on and on. So, I mean, if you look at their website, you could spend 2 hours just looking at all their brands about them. So there it is. I don't know if it's famous, but it's famous around here, I guess. So, Lajita. I love the bottle. And now the competitor is 400 bunny rabbits. 400 Conejos. Oh, the glare. Okay, so there it is. This is owned by well, I don't want to say that. It's listed under Proximo Spirits under their section Our Brands. Proximo Spirits is Jose Cuervo. But you see, if you read the label carefully, and this is the case with many of these companies, It says imported by Proximo Spirits under license from Crista La Santa. Okay, so the company is Crista La Santa, the Holy Christ. So I don't think Proximo Spirits, Jose Cuervo, actually owns the distillery. They just have a collaboration with them. Like, we'll distribute your product around the world if you make sure that we're the only people that handle it. And then the company is like, yeah, sure, because we can't get it out there on those otherwise. It's kind of like with Bushmills Irish whiskey. It's owned by Proximo Spirits. Or maybe I should say it's handled by Proximo Spirits. They may not be the actual owners, but whatever the case, who cares? If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. I don't know I haven't gone through all the legal documents. And I am not going to go through all the legal documents. Same thing with doggone the Irish whiskey. What's it called? Teeling. Now, Beam Suntory has it listed as one of their brands. But if you look at the Teeling website, they're like making it say what they're like, well, no, it's a family-owned thing. We, the Teeling people, have it, but anyway. But I know people sell out. I'm not saying I'm not saying it as a sin or it's bad or you shouldn't do it. I'm saying it does happen. But a lot of it is collaborative more than buyout. So we have a Joven, a young tequila. Oh, excuse me. I just got kicked out the club. We have a young mezcal. Tequila is a type of mezcal versus a slightly aged arrested mezcal. Price point. Okay, so it was $19.99. Not anymore. Now this one is still $26.99. It was $26.99 when I bought it a year ago, and it's $26.99 today. Price is not going up. True story. Like I said, the Lajita was $19.99, and the last time I saw it, it was $29.99 or $27.99. At least it went up at least $8. But like my friend David was saying after he tasted it, he said, that's coded wrong. I said, what do you mean it's coded? He said, that's not the right price. It's not supposed to be that cheap. I said, well, we bought it. He said, right. It's not our job to go behind Total Wine and More and make sure they price stuff correctly. He said, they'll catch the mistake and watch. It's going to jump up in price. Well, it jumped up in price, nearly $10. So I guess maybe he's right. Maybe it was a mistake. I'll show you something later on that was clearly a mistake. Either it was a mistake or it's the greatest deal in tequila on earth. I'll show it to you later if you want to see it. I was shocked this morning. I was shocked later this morning, and I'm shocked now. But I had to buy it. I could not pass it up, and I don't need it. I don't need tequila. I got so much tequila in this house. It's scary in a way. Joe Cobb says, morning, Ron. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Joe, and I am doing well. Thank God. Everything's going fine. Beautiful, hot, humid weather. Maxwell, hello, Ron. Privet. Peace to you. Joe Cobb says, nice sunny day here in Ontario. Oh, in the Dominion of Canada. Well, I've been to Canada, but not in a good while. We flew over it. I guess I was there in the airspace, maybe, on the way to Alaska. But last time I set foot in Canada, well, I think it was 2007. That's too long, isn't it? I've been to 5 Canadian provinces. They have 10. I've been to 5. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec, Ontario, and Prince Edward Island. I guess Prince Edward Island should have been my second favorite finger. Prince Edward Island, PEI as they call it. At first, they didn't want to join Canada. They're like, we don't want to join Canada. We are happy to be a British colony. And Canada was like, okay, don't join. So then a few years later, they were like, the British were like, you sure you want to stay a colony? you want us to have to keep funding all of this? You know what I mean? Like, why don't you go join them, and then they can pay for stuff. So they joined Canada. And then Newfoundland was the last British colony that chose to join Canada by a very close vote, 52 to 48. It was close. Some people say it was rigged, but I don't know. But that was only in 1949 when they became a Canadian province. It was a British colony and got switched over, ding, Canadian province, which was still part of the Commonwealth. So it was just a transfer. It's like moving a shoebox to a different part of the closet. You know, it wasn't really a big legal thing. All right. This country has its problems, but I do love it. I love the United States, but we have problems too, to say the least. That's more than a lot of Canadians, and a lot of people never leave where they were born. I know. Prince Edward Island is where the people from Nova Scotia go for vacation, laughing out loud. I believe it. I've been across that Confederation Bridge. That's great information, Bush Willie. Oh, thank you. I like to learn about Canada. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Ronald? Says James. Oh, just about to do this mezcal taste challenge. Let us be English or let us be French, but let us be loyal, and above all, let us be Canadians. John MacDonald, our first prime minister. Oh yeah, John MacDonald, famous John A. MacDonald, famous Canadian prime minister, John MacDonald. Later on, he started the big restaurant chain, which was named after him. He did very well with that. And then he bought the San Diego Padres. Yes, I might have that confused, but I think I'm right. Okay, so here we go. Okay, on this one, but I'm not looking down because one is a little yellowish, the Reposado one. Okay, so what I'm picking up here, what are you saying? Let's see, comments. Oh yeah, nothing new. Okay, a little smoked agave, just a little bit of smoke. Like if you say, I gotta have that smoke, I'm down for that smoke. Well, this is not really for you, but if you like vegetable juice, like something derived from vegetable succulent plants, namely agave, this could work. Now, if you're repulsed by anything vegetable, like, oh, I can't stand greens. If it's vegetable juice, I'm gagging. Okay, well, don't try this. Never drink it. In fact, why are you drinking tequila or mezcal at all? Wouldn't make sense. Okay. Because you could drink brandy. You say, I love fruit juice. Or drink brandy. Brandy's made from grapes. Grapes are fruit liquor. Yeah. Ding, you got it. It's working out perfectly. You say, I'm a cereal guy. I love cereal. Don't matter. Barley, cornflakes, Rice Krispies, Wheaties, Wheat Thin, I'm talking about those sugar-covered wheat things. Can't think of the name. Look like a basket weave. Yeah, well, then drink whiskey because that's made from wheat. Or barley or rice or corn, you know what I'm saying, grains. Oh, man. I'm tapping the glass. No, actually, I'm just sniffing out the glass. Where's my razor blade? Okay, but I'm just joking. In all seriousness. But, yeah, the aroma's not that different. I'm done with mirrors. No, but the aroma's not that different. It's just like vegetable derivative liquor. 40% alcohol, right? They're both 40%, right? I know they are 40% alcohol. And 40% alcohol. Yeah, it can't be any lower. If it's any lower, it would not qualify as tequila or mezcal in the United States. Now, in Mexico, they can be 35%, which that's no good. Over here, they can be sold, but they'll call them like agave beverage. agave distillate product. Most people wouldn't notice. Just buy it. They say, man, it's so cheap. It's only $16.99. There might be a reason for that. Okay, taste, Joe's. Smoke. I'm at a camp out. Now, the aroma doesn't evidence much smoke. We'll admit that. But the flavor, oh my. I'm going to the My Oh My Club. No, no, don't ever go there. That is so smoky. Oh, so very smoky. Oh yeah, it must be that Lajita. Let's go over here. There's some smoke. There's some campfire. There's a lot more sugar sweetness. I think it's the 400 bunny rabbits. I'm not quite sure, but I think I'm on the right track. So let's go back. I can't look down because if I see that darker shade, I'm going to automatically say, oh, that's a Lajita. Okay, last chance. Forgot to take a breath. Oh, I'm going to the cookout tonight. When my friend David tried this, he's like, I remember he left my house. He's like, I'm immediately going to Total Wine and More and I'm buying that bottle. He's like, they better have some left, man. Why you didn't pick up any for me? I'm like, you told me you don't even like this kind of stuff. He was like, yeah, but I never tried this. And then he bought it. And then he was like angry like a dude who's angry after he went back and it jumped up $8. And I was not happy either. But smoky. Now, just like with smoky scotch, the thing about it, if you keep sipping on it, you talking, sipping, thinking about it, the smoke will dissipate. Doesn't hang around. You can get I got the Ardbeg 10 and that other smoky scotch, Isla Scotch. I can't think of the name at the moment. Like when you first taste them, it's like, oh, char, smoke, and then it fades. You know. But out the gate, it's like, no, it's not the Lafroig, but that is a good Sam Smalley. That is a good it's a good one to bring up. It's the Finlagen. I knew I'd think of it. Finlagen, age 6 years. I know it's age 6 years because I contacted the company. The bottle doesn't say 6 years. I said, is this age 6 years? And the lady says, yeah. Like she was like, of course. Why are you asking us that? And then the Ardbeg 10, obviously aged 10 years. 10 years. Okay. I like smoky products. I like smoked meats and all of that. So how are you anyway, mate? I'm fine, Sam. Doing great. So good day so far, everything going peaceful. Doesn't always happen that way, as we all know. But so if you're not a smoke fan, like I know people they hate, like they'll say, oh, Johnny Walker Red, I hate it. But then I ask them, why you hate it? It's the most popular scotch in the world. I mean, it's kind of strange that you hate. Oh, I can't stand that smoke. It's like gross. I say, oh, okay. Yeah, the Johnny Walker Red label does have a good deal of smokiness in it, which is coming from the single malt they're adding to it. They're adding a good deal of single malt scotch to it. Can't remember the brand they're adding. Lagavulin, I think. Yeah, so yeah. They own Lagavulin Distillery, makes sense. Just a quick chime in before I go to bed. I've got a long weekend and plenty of great beers, so it should be a good one. Yeah, I got some great beers too. I got some great ones and probably some that are just good. You know what I mean? Like not great, but good. But I didn't pay too much for them, and 3 of them were given to me, which is even a better price. So I'm gonna make my choice right now. If you hang around for a second, Sam, but no, you don't fight sleep, because if you do, then you'll never get to sleep. But I can show y'all a deal I got today you won't believe it. It'll sound like a lie, but it's not. It's the truth. So here we go. Here's our determination. All the way thumbs up. If you find something negative with this, I'd love to know what. Okay, hang around. I'm going to go fast. What is wrong with this? I can't get that. That's like, there's nothing wrong with this. That makes no sense. Okay, but anyway, Same thing. It's like you saying, oh, that's got all kind of flaws. Like what? Really? What are the flaws? Well, first of all, I need to hear this. I need to know what they are because I'm not getting that. But I know that's the 400 bunny rabbits, the 400 conejos. I know it is because it's got that more sugary and a cleaner taste. I don't mean cleaner in a good way, just cleaner. I actually prefer the smokiness, but yeah, a little less. Oh, what you want to call dirty, like a dirty martini and a clean martini. So I got it, and I've done perfect so far. So far, so good. Haven't gotten it wrong. Of course, I only did 2 of them so far. 2 out of 2. I got some other challenging ones coming up, and they're going to be more difficult because some of those mezcals coming down the road are not that different from the 400 bunny rabbits, and they're not particularly smoky either. So those are going to be tough. The first 2 was easy. Hey, you like that good English? The first 2 was easy. I'm educated. I went to school. Scary, right? The first 2 were easy. All right, now, so which one do I prefer? The Lajita, but I can't say it's a winner. I'm not going to say, oh, it's better. It's the same price anyway. Right now, they're the same price. So I would say buy both. Right? $50. That could be your liquor purchase for the month. $60. Well, after tax, heading on to $60. Oh, yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't do that. Now, last year, a month, and next month, you can try something else. Now, if you want to see the deal I got this morning, which was a shock to the system, but a shock in a good way, let me know now or forget it. So I'll show you what I've got, and it sounds incredible. Going once. I'll show you what I found at Walmart today. Going twice. I'll show you what I got at Walmart today. Going. So, well, no, but Sam Smalley hung around to see. So, okay, I'll show you. That's not fair to do that. He's trying to go to bed. Okay. Show me what you got. Okay, this is Isaac Kemp. Hello, thanks for watching. Yeah, show it. Okay, now I looked up on Total Wine this morning. I looked on their website. It's located right here in Louisiana. They got it in stock in Mandeville, Louisiana, not Metairie, but that stuff comes in every week. You could order it. By the time you went over there on Saturday, they'd have it. They got this for $32.95. $32. No, not 95. $32.49. Okay, exact price. $32.49. Is that the fair price for this tequila? It is the fair price. It's the normal price. So here it is. It's called Hornitos Cristalino. We'll turn off the lamps. We don't need those on anymore. Hornitos Cristalino. Of course, it's a clear tequila. But if you look at the website, it's very intricately made. It's 100% agave nectar. Now, but I did not pay $32.49 at Walmart this morning. And I thought it was going to ring up incorrectly. I was like, there's no way this is going to ring up like that. But it did. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. But now, here's the clincher. What do you think I paid for this? What do you think it rang up? You want to take a wild guess? Full-size bottles, not a mini bottle, 750 milliliters. Anybody want to start bidding? You want to guess what I paid? Guess what it rang up to? $13. That's an excellent guess. Wonderful guess. But it wasn't $13. $3.50. Well, that's a little overboard. I mean, that's a little over. No, it was not $3.50. No, I'll tell you the truth. It was $10. $10 plus tax. I kid you not. $10 plus tax for Hornitos Cristalino. I checked online, all the other liquor stores. I think the lowest price I saw it was $26.99. Total Wine has it for $32.49. $10 plus tax, and it wasn't even on a discount tag. It wasn't a closeout tag. Good golly, that's unreal. I know, Sam. It is unreal. I still can't believe it now. And I was not in the market for tequila. I've got so many backstock bottles of tequila unopened that, yeah, check me out in 2049. I might need some. But I saw it and I was shaking my head, like slapping my face, like, psh, psh, psh. What am I looking at? I shouldn't have bought a couple because I don't need it. And I figured, well, there's 12 bottles on the shelf. Let the other people buy them, But when I saw $10, I was just like, like a heart attack, And it rang up. I went and checked out $10. I was like, I'm buying this right now. Even the cheapo tequila is not $10. The cheapo is not $10. So I couldn't get over it. Could not get over it. You never know. That's why every time I go to Walmart, and I mean every time, before I leave, the first thing I do, or the last thing I do, the last thing I do before I leave is go by that liquor section. And I very often receive a shock, meaning a good shock. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Y'all take care and have a good and safe and blessed Thursday. See you tomorrow evening for Fandango Friday. Liquor and or liqueur.